So that's where my experience comes in with seniors. I also took care of a senior, my mother, until she passed away. So I've had that experience as well. But the majority of the working career, the component of Aging Well Penticton has been where my experiences come from.
And Aging Well Penticton is what funds our Artsy Aging with Alice program.
Yes! So Aging Well Penticton started with a New Horizons for Seniors grant that the federal government gave us here in Penticton. And so over the last 5 years, we've been able to help fund and support community organizations like Lear House and Penticton Arts Council to do programming. And some of that's the Artsy Aging with Alice.
We have such a fabulous group. We had an Easter party today, and they did surprise me with my annual Appreciate Alice Day.
Oh, I love it.
Frankly, the tears are just so sweet.
That's fun.
Yeah. In what ways have you seen art contribute to building connections among seniors community in the Okanagan?
You know, it's fascinating. It's been fascinating for me. My background is not in arts. I'm a science person, so any of the arts experiences that I've had over the past 5 years have been new to me as well. So I have found that the connection with the arts and seniors seems to be a very natural connection. I mean, I guess seniors must already be able to produce and make things out of nothing, much better than the younger generations, right? And so it's been very fascinating to watch how Artsy Aging with Alice, for instance, has been able to make the connections for seniors to, you know, make friendships as well as make themselves, I think, feel a bit stronger and have the connection with the community a bit more too.
Yes, it certainly, I know I've shared stories with you
Yes.
of how much this program means to some of the seniors, and it really helps with the isolation and,
Yes.
you know, depression and
Yes.
just getting out of the house, having something to look forward to, schedule.
Absolutely, and we have seen that with the programming through all of the Aging Well folks, the people that have been doing programming under this heading, and I think the connection to the isolation is a larger component of our community than I think we realize. If somebody is isolated, they tend to have more medical problems, you know, tend to rely on the medical system more. And, you know, it's such a simple thing to help a senior get out and start doing something that's important to them or passionate for them. And the change in their life is just phenomenal. And you see that firsthand.
I do, yes. It's such a joy to come into work, I tell you.
Yeah,
I love my work. We've created a whole community.
Yeah.
And I see the way that they support each other now, the way they connect when they're not in the group.
And that
is fascinating and
that's
really rewarding.
Huge too. Making those friendships so that they can support each other outside of the actual programming. And that's a really important part of the programming, yeah.
advice would you give to seniors who might be considering joining art classes or groups?
Oh, goodness. Just go for it. Come see Alice. Yes, it can be scary. As I said, I'm not an arts person originally. I mean, I've knitted and I've done some of those things. You taught me some things when I was at your classes, but the benefits far outweigh the fear of coming. If you're by yourself, which a lot of seniors are, and it takes even more effort to get out to go to a program or an event or something when you are by yourself, right? I strongly encourage folks, though, to take that leap and come out because of what we just mentioned. Friendships can form so easily when you're doing something, when you're doing an activity that you're both interested in, and you can build upon the experiences you're having at the location, not only for learning your arts and feeling creative and enjoying what you're doing and having a great hour or two that day, but also long term, you can build these friendships. So I would encourage seniors to come out and engage in any of the arts around Penticton.
One of the things I've noticed is that every year the group that I'm working with is different. So that I find the seniors will come out when they feel isolated or lonely, or they're new to the community and don't know anyone.
Right.
And then as they connect with others and that need is filled,
Yes.
they move on and new people come in. And people have asked me if that bothers me when people don't come back, and I say absolutely not. I'm flattered
Fantastic.
that their needs are met.
Exactly. And I know we've had conversations, or I've listened to conversations where seniors are helping other newcomers, or sorry about that, or other folks in the community are talking about other community resources.
Right.
And so they come to an art class, but then they all of a sudden now know that there's an out and about program where they can go on little trips or go walking with other people, or there's a program that helps caregivers, or somebody has Alzheimer's and they're needing the support. If they're, there's just a whole range of different services that exist within Penticton, and if seniors get out to one of them, they'll start to learn about the other ones, right?
Yes, we have a large bulletin board down there that we go through every week or two with all the programs that are around, so that if they haven't seen them posted or advertised somewhere else, we'll bring it to their attention.
I know somebody just recently said they were wondering about taxes, and I said, well, go to the senior center. And they phoned me yesterday and said, they've already done my taxes. It's so fantastic, right? And they didn't know about it. And tax season was very stressful for them before this. And now they're hooked up with taxes, art taxes. Which would you rather do? Yeah.
Okay. How would you like your story and experiences to inspire others, both seniors and the community at large?
For seniors, I would like to just inspire them enough, encourage them enough to go out and become involved in something, whatever it is that interests you. And I think for the community, I hope we are educating people that seniors are a very valuable part of our community. They are the people that built the community that we're living in and enjoying now. They provide a large economic impact into our community. Just because somebody is older in age doesn't mean that they still can't contribute to the community. And so, I hope we can learn to provide that respect and encouragement of our seniors to be active participants, and hopefully the seniors will feel connected and part of the community as well.
We've done an annual exhibition at the Arts Council House here with the Artsy Aging Group, and I've heard comments from the seniors. They've sort of come back to me and said they feel seen because so many seniors feel unseen, unnoticed in our community.
It's sad, isn't that sad? Like, I mean, and we're a small community. We can do better.
Yeah. And once they get a taste of that, the recognition is so boosts their self-esteem.
And they're healthier, and then they get engaged in more things, and it's a real, one thing affects a whole lot, a little dominoes effect, I guess.
It's a long chain, yeah. In the context of this documentary, what legacy do you hope to leave for future generations of seniors in our community?
I think the greatest legacy we could leave would be to have seniors feel connected, feel a part of this community, and know that people have that respect and have that love for the work that they've done to build our community, but also what they can still contribute to the community. So yes, I hope they just can feel a sense of belonging and connection to our community.
One of the things that the seniors have mentioned to me that we've done in the past was I've done some artsy aging at the mall.
Yes.
And they so enjoy that. And we've brought in quite a few of the artsy agers that way that keep coming back because they don't realize that this is happening here.
Right.
Until they sort of trip across it at the mall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they can sell some of their paintings, and that's pretty amazing, right? If somebody is learning and starting in this program without having a lot of experience, and then working up the courage and the talent to showcase their work. I think that's a real amazing part of what you do too. Build some self-confidence.
Just teaching small painting skills means so much to them because painting lessons in private are fairly expensive. Mm-hmm. So most of them, it's not within their budget to be able to do those kind of projects. So having the program funded for them means a lot to them.
Right.
It means the ability to be able to join in and do any kind of art.
Yeah. And then it all ties in with the community too. They're able to come to your classes, but then we have to also look at transportation and how is our transportation doing if a senior does not have their own vehicle? Can they get here? Accessibility, all of those things are all part of aging well that we try and work on behind the scenes so that programs can be successful. But there's still work to do on all of those as well, but we're getting there.
There is some accessibility issues here. I have one lady who comes in a wheelchair regularly, and it's not the easiest situation for her, but it's heartwarming how they all pitch in and help her out.
Yes.
Yes, so they're very supportive of each other, and
good.
I'm always happy to see that.
That's so good. And in case anybody doesn't know, Alice is a phenomenal artist. So when she teaches you those skills, you learn. And there's always a lot of laughter.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Tristan tells me he comes downstairs to sneak to the storage room every once in a while just so he can hear our group laughing and joking together and having so much fun.
Playing the piano. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. One of the things that's common in our group is loss and grief,
yes, yeah.
and the support that they get from the other Artsy agers really helps a lot of the people through their grieving process.
Yes. And that's probably another situation where somebody goes through loss and they need the support. They can come to the classes, find that friendship, find that support, find something to do that takes their mind off of it for a little bit. But then as they work through that grieving process, they can not attend and be off doing something else, right? And so I bet you see people that go through that process. There's also another organization, South Okanagan Loss Society, who are part of Aging Well, and you know that's a real process of you know, engaging with the community organization that you need to engage with at the time, and then maybe engaging with a different community organization once you've moved through a particular process.
True, yes.
Yeah.
One of the things I often hear too is that they appreciate that it's drop-in. I know our program started with registration being required, and that's a difficult thing for seniors who don't always know if they're going to have the physical ability to get out of the house every day, you know, how they're going to be feeling. So
yes,
I've heard that often, and it's so great that they can come one day and then not attend the next week if they don't feel up to it. So.
And that was a lesson learned, wasn't it?
It was a lesson
yeah,
learned,
I remember that. And other people are doing that as well, other organizations, and that, you know, you learn from the seniors what the needs are, as opposed to we thought we knew what the needs were.
Right.
But we've learned from the seniors who, you know, have shaped the program. Right.
And you and your staff are so good at responding to that feedback from the seniors. We appreciate it.
So are you guys. It's just...
What are your hopes and aspirations for the future of art programs for seniors in our community?
Oh boy. Well, number one, I hope we can continue what we have. I think there's room to expand even from the feedback that we get from the seniors. So it's one of those, we have a good thing going, let's keep it going. And we've, like you said, we have learned from when we started to where we are now, to what makes a successful program for seniors within the arts. And so I think we need to take our lessons learned and keep these programs going, if not expand them.
Yes.
That would be my wish.
Mine too.
Good.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you for all you do for the seniors in Penticton. You make a big difference in people's lives. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They certainly make a big difference in mine.
That's nice.